Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, what we saw in the US is that US market opened lower but bounced back during the day yesterday. And similar was the situation even in Asia also. It opened lower but bounced back in later trade. Asia, US, as we talked yesterday, a lot of mid-sized banks were downgraded by Moody, and that got negative sentiment on the market, and as such, US market opened lower. But during the day, market saw bounce back. Similar in Asia also, we saw declining data from China, and which has impacted the Asian market, and that has opened lower. But now, if you see the more of a flattish to some markets are negative, some markets are positive. So mixed trend is emerging from the Asian market today. Uh, Commodity are more of a flattish, nothing large movement. Even oil is also flattish, and iron and steels are also showing flattish trend. So seems like more of a sideways market today. We may see marginal bounce back and thereafter remain in a sideways movement. I'll request technical team to take up from here.
Thank you, sir. A very good morning, all of you. So, as we have seen in Nifty, it was more of a flattish move in yesterday's trading session. Nifty has made a high of 17,634 in the spot levels. We had mentioned that the Nifty will take a resistance of its 20-day moving average earlier, which was placed at 19,650. For today, we are expecting a flattish opening and a sideways move in today's market. And the big resistance is again 19,640, which is the 20-day moving average. Once we see a closing above that, it can go up to 19,730 to 19,800. But again, if we see a profit booking from the higher levels of 19,640, then 19,500 will act as a very important support zone for Nifty, followed by 19,420. Moving on to Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty has performed better as compared to Nifty in yesterday's trading session, although it has taken a resistance from 45 to 50 levels in yesterday's trading session. For today, we feel it is going to be the same resistance zone, 45 to 40, 45 to 50. Once that is closing on a closing basis, 45,500 will act as an important resistance zone, followed by 45,770. The immediate support for this index is currently placed at 44,800, which is the trendline support in its intraday charts, followed by 44,550. Moving on to Nifty Financial Services, it has given a closing about 20,150. The immediate resistance for this index is placed at 20,240, followed by 20,320. And downside support level for this index is currently placed at 20,080, followed by 20,000. Stock specific, we feel it's going to be a very stock specific market, and we request everyone to trade with strict stop losses. ICICI Prudential is looking good at current levels. It has given a breakout of its downward sloping trend line on its daily chart. It has given a closing about 20-day moving average plus consolidation. Breakout is likely to be seen in ICICI Prudential. You can take a long call for ICICI Prudential for a target of 604 by keeping a stop loss of 570 in this. So that's all from my side. I request derivatives team to take the call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Ayush. On the derivative front, the overall data is still positive. Only thing is 19,600 call witnessed a considerable amount of open interest built up yesterday. And now with this built up, it looks like, there is likely to be some resistance coming in at 19,600, 700 odd levels. So yeah, Nifty at this point of time is going to be range bound. VIX is slightly increasing from the last couple of days. From 10.5, it has come to around 11.5. It is increasing, but still at comfortable levels. Yeah, so yeah, wait and watch. The lower support is around 19,450 and upward resistance around 19,600, 650. So this will act as a range for the next couple of days. For Nifty stocks, MGL continues to witness, further short covering, and we expect further buying going on. Once this stock, goes above the range of 1080, you'll see further buying coming in, which can take the stock towards that 1200, 1250 odd levels. Also, we believe Piramal Enterprise has witnessed good short covering action and it can witness good buying going forward. So that is one stock to buy. Yeah. So that's it from my side. I like to ask the fundamental team to take over.
Good morning. On the result side, Muthoot Capital, the two-wheeler NBFC, result has declined. Disbursement was at 200 crore versus last four-quarter average of around 300 crore. Even the retail disbursements are down almost by 50% this quarter. Loan book accordingly came down 5% year-on-year and QOQ. Spreads also declined sharply, so that is why all P&L parameters were poor. One can ignore the stock in the near term. Data patterns result is below expectation. Although we think that this is optical because quarter one being seasonally the weakest, it forms just 11 odd percent of the annual profits of the company. And although it was below expectation, but if we see revenue and profit growth, it was at around 30% against expectation of growth of 40%. If we look at order inflows for quarter one, it was at 133 crores, which is three times higher than last year quarter one. And order book also improved 5% sequentially to 967 crores and is up almost two times year-on-year basis. We remain positive from long-term perspective. Idea for Technology, the new IPO of drone company, which listed recently, result has declined. Revenue was down 2% year-on-year. EBITDA down 48% year-on-year, with margin of 29% against last year margin of 55%. Profit came at 19 crores against last year's 41 crores. Stock is also trading at hefty valuation of 60 times quarter one annualized DPS. Due to lofty valuation, stock may witness correction in the near term. Ercon International result has improved. Revenue grew 36% year-on-year. EBITDA margin was stable at 7.7% and profit grew 30% year-on-year. Although the order book has come down to 32,500 crores versus March quarter 35,000 crores and year-on-year 42,000 crores. Although it has come down, but since order book to sales is still at three times, we remain positive on Ercon International. Thank you.
Good morning. Happiest Mind has posted below expectation numbers for the quarter. Revenue came in at 390 crore versus expectation of 405 crores. Even the EBITDA margins came in at 22.9% versus expectation of 24.5%. Stock is trading at a P of 48 times FY24 EPS. Subvex has posted its result yesterday. Revenue improved by 42.4% QOQ and came at 67 crores. However, the company continued to report a loss on the profitability front. So overall, weak set of numbers. Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. Hindalco result was above expectation, mainly on higher shipments in aluminum and copper business. Revenue came in at 52,991 crores versus expectation of 45,491 crores. EBITDA came in at 5,714 crores versus expectation of 4,552 crores. Margins were above expectation at 10.8% versus 10%. Domestic aluminum business is expected to remain robust, driven by a strong demand in EV construction, infrastructure, and consumer durables. Coal cost declined 2% sequentially and is likely to further reduce by 3% in quarter two. Once the captive mines are on stream, coal cost is expected to reduce further. So outlook remains positive on Hindalco. Birla Corp reported its results and the result was above expectation, mainly on higher volumes. Capacity utilization stood at 91% versus 88% year-on-year. Realization was marginally lower sequentially due to seasonally weak due to monsoon in the month of June. EBITDA per ton stood at 675 versus expectation of 644. Uh, Premium sales improved to 54% versus 47% year on year. So hence the EBITDA per ton is higher. Stock is trading at EV by EBITDA of 8.4 times FY24 earnings. Mangalam Cement reported improving set of numbers. Although revenue was lower, EBITDA was up by 14% quarter on quarter. Margins have also improved to 12.2% versus 9.8% last quarter. The stock is trading at EV by EBITDA of 11 times on TTM earnings. Coal India result was above expectation, mainly due to higher offtake. Revenue came in at 35,983 crores versus expectation of 34,530 crores. Realization stood at 1925 versus 2042 last quarter. EBITDA per ton improved to 562 versus 369 last quarter. Margins have also improved substantially on a Q-on-Q basis to 29% as compared to 18%. The stock is trading at EV by EBITDA of 3.6 times FY24 earlier. Thank you.
Yeah, apart from this, yesterday Sanghi Movers had a call yesterday, and management has given positive outlook. Uh, Key thing to note, apart from the other which we discussed yesterday, was that the EPC business, their margins are around 30%, and that too pure play EPC business margins are 30%, and the current order book for the current year, they expect revenue of around 50 crore from that. It's a new business which has started in the recently current quarter. The revenue share was only 5%, and the company expected to move up to around 50 crore in the current year and then further expand substantially in the next year. So this business doesn't involve much of capital, and also working capital cycles are under control. So this will support the ROCE, which is generally low in the company which are asset backed. So company was having a bit ROE of around 15-16%, but if we consider Q1 annualized, then the ROE has moved up to 18% because of the better performance in their traditional business and the addition of EPC business. So what we expect that the key problem which were being considered for Sunway movers of lower ROE can be addressed with this particular business. So overall looks very positive, and we had revised our target price to 850 for this company. We expect this company to report EPS of 46 rupees in FY25, and considering that at 20 multiple, the price can be 850 rupees. Other companies which we recently recommended, that Artemis Medicare Services in the last monthly report, that has also shown improvement. Generally, Q1 is a weaker quarter for medical hospital company, but in this period also, the company has reported 25% year-on-year growth in the revenue. And also quarter on quarter, the revenue was up by around 8%, and EBITDA margin has also shown improvement both quarter on quarter and year on year. EBITDA margin came in at 13.3% quarter on quarter and 11 versus 13.1 last quarter and 11.5 in previous year. So stock is trading at 18.3 time TTM EV by EBITDA. So there is a scope for valuation expansion is also. So outlook is positive. Another company which need to be watched today is the Transpec Industries Limited. Company reported poor numbers. The reason being decline in the sales. Sales has come off substantially by almost around 20% quarter on quarter, and That has dented the EBITDA margin to 13.9% versus 20% last quarter. So, if you see the gross margin remain more or less flat, but because of the high leverage of fixed cost, the EBITDA margin declined substantially on reduction of the revenue. So, this may be considered a bit one-off. We had seen in the past that the revenue come off in some quarters, so quite possible the stock will correct substantially today. But the fundamental and long-term outlook continue to remain positive, and the valuations are also attractive. And we are seeing some initial sign of revival in the chemical industry. So one, if suppose the stock corrects substantially, say 10%, and then one can look to accumulate this stock. Now request commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So, in today's session, we are likely to witness some pullback in commodities, and one can initiate a buy in gold with a stop loss of 59,100. On upside, 59 550 to 600 is the target we are looking to take profits. Similarly, silver also, one can initiate a buy with a stop loss below 69,800. On upside, again 71,300 is the area where we recommend to take profits. Crude oil yesterday witnessed a massive recovery and closed above the 6,800 mark. So all in all, looks positive. So I recommend to buy around 6,800 and 6780 and maintain a stop loss of 6720. On upside, if prices are sustaining above 6850, then we are heading for 6950, 7000. Natural gas also, we recommend to go long around 227, 228, and on downside, maintain a stop loss of 222. So we are looking for 240 as a target. In metal front, copper looks attractive from here, and one can initiate a buy maintaining a stop loss of 227. On upside, 237, 238, sorry, 737, 737 is the target we are looking for. Zinc also prices are looking good, and one can initiate a buy around 221, maintaining a stop loss of 219. And on upside again, 224.50, 225 is the area we are looking for taking profits. Aluminum also one can initiate a buy with a stop loss of 199, and on upside 203 is the target we are looking for. That's it from me. I'll ask Utkarsh to take the call forward.
Thank you, sir. Very good morning, all of you. For today's trading session in USD INR, we are expecting some profit booking on the higher side. So, on the higher level, we're expecting in the range of 82.96 to 82.99 levels, and on the higher side, and on the lower end, 82.08 act as a important support. So one can initiate a long positions around 82.03 levels with a strict stop loss of 82.75 77 for the target of 82.95 and 83 levels. In GBP INR, one can initiate long positions in the range of 105.56 to 105.47 levels with a stop loss of 105.34 for the target of 105.80 and 105.95 levels. In JPY INR, if price is sustaining above 58.21 levels, one can initiate a long positions with a SL of 57.97 for the target of 58.37 and 58.52 levels. In Euro INR, if prices comes around 91.07 to 91.12 levels, the one can initiate a short positions with a SL of 91.27 for the target of 90.90 and 90.80, and on the lower end 90.80 at important support. So one can initiate a long positions around 90.80 with the stop loss of 90.71 for the target of 91.05 levels. Thank you.